my dear friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to teach you about 1984, famous work written by George Orwell. As you all know, his real name is Eric Arthur Blair and George Orwell is his pen name. He was born in India. George Orwell is a versatile genius. He is a journalist, philosopher, critic, and a novelist. His works are full of severe criticism of contemporary social circumstances. Through his works, he supports democratic socialism and he was against totalitarianism. Everything must be in a democratic way, otherwise, people have to suffer a lot. That is the main principle he shares through his works. If we go through his famous work Animal Farm and this particular work 1984, we can feel this. Let me give a short summary of 1984. 1984 describes about a totalitarian state dominated by the principles of English socialism, and that particular state is ruled by an organization known as party. The novel is a strong criticism of Stalin and his Russia. The opening lines of this novel are so famous. It is as follows. It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. Winston Smith, protagonist of this novel, he is back to his home in Victory Mansion after his work. He looks so tired and his face looks like hopeless. There is a telescreen in that place in streets and there is a board that Big Brother is watching you. Even there is a telescreen in the room of Winston too, and through that telescreen we can see a man with a mustache is watching him. Winston Smith is living in London, a chief city of Airstrip 1, which is formerly known as England. Airstrip 1 is England, and it is a part of a super state called Oceania. And that year is 1984, and Oceania, as I mentioned earlier, is a totalitarian state and it is dominated by English socialism, which is called as INCSOC in this novel. And this Oceania is constantly in war with Eurasia and East Asia, another two superpowers of that time. These are all fictional setting of George Orwell. Oceania is a totalitarian state as I mentioned you earlier, and it is hierarchical too. It is ruled by a person called Big Brother, and below him there is inner party members, then outer party members, then proletariats or proles. That is the hierarchical structure of that particular state. So Winston belongs to the third category, that is outer party. Outer party members including Winston Smith, they enjoys little freedom and their duty is to rewrite history and past in favor of a party. Then they are constantly under surveillance by telescreens and also by thought police. Thought police is a police system of that place in order to punish those who act against INCSOC or party. I will repeat the hierarchical order once again. In the top of this hierarchy is Big Brother. He is the embodiment of the party. He is a person who is always with a cheerful face, and he is above all, and we can consider him as just like God, because he is monitoring all the things, and there is a board in each nook and corner of that particular state that Big Brother is watching you. I compared him to God because of his omnipresent nature. He is not pure or he is not lovable. He is a despotic. He can compare to a despotic ruler. He likes power and he wants to control all the people. Below Big Brother, there is inner party. These inner party members enjoys power and protection of that particular state, and they have the power to control all the people. Then outer party, including Winston Smith. Then proletarians. They have no such control or like that. They are lower class people. They live according to their whims and fancies. No one is there to control them. They have no power. They are working class members. They have no power, no education. They are illiterate. So Winston Smith came that afternoon with a diary, but he hides that diary and he came to his room. Then there's a telescreen, as I mentioned to you earlier, and Big Brother is a picture of Big Brother is shown in that telescreen. That means that Winston Smith or outer party members are continuously under surveillance. Winston was writing the diary about his past, and the only thing he had to enjoy is this diary writing. Then he hides the diary away from the telescreen or a place which is away from that telescreen. Then the diary was bought from a shop, an antique shop of Mr. Charrington. Independent activities are prohibited in that state. That's why Winston hides his diary behind the telescreen or a place which there is no surveillance of the telescreen, so that people are highly controlled in that state. At that time, his door is knocking. He feared that it is the third police, but actually it is not them. It is Mrs. Parson, his neighbor. She came there to call Winston to help her to fix that a leaking pipe in their house. When Mr. Winston came to Mrs. Parsons' house, he saw Parsons' children who are like behaving like rebels. Actually, these children are spies of INGSOC. They are junior spy members. Their duty is to surveil their parents if they are committing any crime or any thoughts against party. This diary links Winston to his past. Actually, people of that particular state had no past memories, because party doesn't like that. And while a talk with Mr. Charrington, Winston wonders that there is a room in Mr. Charrington's house which had no telescreen. He wonders to hire that house, and he thinks of hire that house because he wants to lead a life without surveillance. He visited Mr. Charrington's antique shop again. From there, he bought that particular diary, and he saw a dark-eyed girl was looking him, and he feared that she was from Third Police. She was a spy of Third Police. He feared. But it was a turning point in his life. That girl's name is Julia. She was not a member of Third Police. She was in love with Winston. That's why she watches him. After some incidents, Julia and Winston fall in love with each other, and they was in search for a place which had no telescreens. In that particular state, love is not allowed. Marriage is allowed only for creating future generation which is useful for party. Sex is not pleasurable at that state. They meant this only for creating other generation which is useful for party. They hired that room of Mr. Charrington without telescreen in order to share their love, in order to speak, in order to sit together. While their love progresses, an inner party member, O'Brien, whom Winston feels respect and reverence, he introduces Julia and Winston to an anti party, which is a secret anti party against Ingsoc, and that party's name is Brotherhood. And that anti party was founded by Emmanuel Goldstein, a former party member. And O'Brien gives them instructions and details to what to expect from them and what not to expect. And these two persons are interested in this anti party and they believed O'Brien and his words. Suddenly, one day, thought police came and arrested Winston and his lover Julia. And Winston was brought to the prison. There, he understands that Mr. Charrington and O'Brien are spies of inner party. Actually, O'Brien, he tortures Winston and he introduces him to room 101. It is a terrifying experience for Winston. Actually, this room 101 is a particular room which is feared by almost all people of Oceania. It is a room of torture. Winston is tortured and interrogated for a seemingly endless time. Then they finally tells him he is insane and they are to work together to cure him. They continued their torture. He introduced or he given Winston to the rats. It is the ultimate fear of Winston. After all this torture, they cured Winston. They brainwashed Winston according to the party ideals. And in the end of the book, we can see Winston, a completely changed man, a faithful party member of Ingsoc. And also, there is no love with Julia now exists. There is no past, there are no past memories. Winston is completely changed and he began to love Big Brother. This is the summary of 1984 in a nutshell. If you want to understand more about this work, read detailed summary or read the primary source and it will be helpful for you to understand this dystopian fiction. 1984 is a political satire which satirizes the conditions of Russia at mid-war time. Some of the characters such as Emmanuel Goldstein, he stands for Leon Trotsky, then Big Brother for Joseph Stalin, then Thought Police for Russians, and Brotherhood. It is an association formed by Trotsky. Then Brotherhood versus State means Trotsky versus Stalinist. Then State Oceania stands for Russia at that time. It is a dystopian novel too. Dystopian novel means dystopia is an imaginary state in which condition of life is extremely bad. In this also, Oceania is a state which no one likes to live. Orwell shows us that if a state is of totalitarianism, then no one can live there peacefully. Here Winston, the protagonist of 9 years old, through his silent rebellion, shows that he was living in a worst kind of society. But at last, party brainwashes him according to the ideals of party. It is a society where history is rewritten, food is rationed, and facts are manipulated. There is no leisure time. Leisure time is controlled by government and party. Party controls the state using technology. So, worst use of technology is another theme of dystopian novel 1984. They even invented a language in order to avoid independent thinking. And inhabitants don't know about foreign affairs or other languages because of influence of this language. And this language name is Newspeak. All these facts are important. While reading the novel, please write down all these important facts. There are some objective questions from this novel. These questions help you to check your knowledge or for revision purpose. First question, who is the protagonist of this novel? Yes, it's Winston Smith. Setting of this novel is in the superstate of Oceania. Oceania is dominated by the principles of English socialism or INC-SOC. Next question, hierarchical structure of Oceanic society. In the top, Big Brother, then outer party, then inner party, then proletarians. People of Oceania are watching through Dash. People of Oceania are under constant surveillance of telescreen. Next question, Winston was working in. Actually, Winston was working in Ministry of Truth. Their duty is to rewrite history or past. Who is the neighbor of Winston? It is Mr. Parson and Mrs. Parson. Parson family is the neighbor of Winston. On one afternoon, Winston began to write Dash. It's a diary that Winston began to write secretly on an afternoon. Who is the lover of Winston? It is Julia. She is also a member of outer party, and she was also working in Ministry of Truth. What is the name of the shopkeeper whom Winston bought a diary? Actually, he bought the diary secretly, and the name of that shopkeeper is Mr. Charrington. He is one of the member of proletariat or proles, and Winston believes him. Actually, he is a spy of inner party. Next question, who is the wife of Winston? It is Catherine, wife of Winston, but their affair was not in a successful manner, so they divorced. Which is the secret anti-party against INC-SOC? The secret anti-party is Brotherhood. Actually, it is a party formed by Emmanuel Goldstein. Which is the next question, who found the Brotherhood? That is Emmanuel Goldstein. But the real thing is that whether there is that particular party or not, it's still an unanswered question. In that interaction section or in that questioning session happened between O'Brien and Winston. Winston asked him whether there is Brotherhood, but O'Brien is not answering that question. Who is the party member continuously torturing Winston in room 101? It is O'Brien. Finally, Winston began to dash Big Brother. Love or hate? Finally, Winston began to love Big Brother. That is the end of this video. Hope this video will helpful for you for understanding Dystopian Fiction of George Orwell 1984. Thank you for watching.